Hello and welcome to Idea TV News Update. I am Chinatu Aji. We begin with the headlines. Google offers free AI subscriptions to Nigerian students. AKWA IBOM to unveil comprehensive investment roadmap. NDPC warns Nigerians over Google Chrome security flaws. Federal Fire Service orders nationwide safety audit after Lagos Tower Inferno. Away from Africa, anti-Macron protests spread across France, causing disruption. In health, Sokoto donates boats and life jackets to riverine communities. In business, Nigeria imports 560,000 tons of fertilizer inputs in 2025. And in sports, Super Eagles drop 45th in latest FIFA rankings. Now the news in full. Google has announced that college students in Nigeria and 7 other African countries will receive free one-year subscriptions to its AI Pro plan as part of efforts to accelerate the continent's digital transformation. The program, targeting students aged 18 and above, will first roll out in Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, Egypt, Morocco, South Africa, Rwanda, and Zimbabwe. Beneficiaries will gain access to advanced tools including Deep Research, which generates customized reports from multiple sources, and Gemini 2.5 Pro, designed to support writing and academic work. The company explained that the initiative is aimed at equipping Africa's youth with world-class digital skills and preparing them for an AI-driven economy. Google noted that more than 7 million Africans have already received digital skills training through its programs, with an additional 3 million expected by 2030. Over the last 4 years, the tech giant has provided more than $17 million in funding, curriculum support, and access to AI models for African universities and research institutions, with another $9 million planned for the coming year. Beyond AI tools, Google also announced 4 new subsea cable hubs across Africa to boost connectivity and create digital corridors linking the continent to the rest of the world. The company estimates that the INFERNO subsea cable alone will add $11.1 billion to Nigeria's GDP in 2025. Google's managing director for Africa, Alex Okosi, described the initiative as a unified investment into Africa's next generation, saying the continent's digital economy will be powered by the ingenuity of its youth. Moving on, the AKWA IBOM state government says it will unveil very soon a comprehensive investment roadmap showcasing opportunities across key sectors including agriculture, tourism, aviation, power, maritime manufacturing, and ICT. The State Commissioner for Trade and Investment, Captain Iniobong Ekong, retired, discloses during his maiden media interaction in Uyo with the theme Unlocking Opportunities, the role of trade and investment in the Arise agenda. Ekong explained that the initiative is part of Governor Moore and Arise agenda, a development blueprint designed to diversify the state's economy beyond oil. He noted that AKWA IBOM, which already operates IBOM Air, the only state-owned commercial airline in the country, is also investing heavily in agro-allied industries, farm estate and rural development projects to boost food security and drive sustainable growth. The commissioner added that his ministry will review regulatory frameworks to ease doing business, while also supporting micro, small and medium enterprises with access to finance, training and markets. He further pledged to unlock regional and international market access for AKWA IBOM products, especially non-oil export, through trade fairs and exhibitions, while encouraging the establishment of agro-processing hubs and small-scale industries across the states. Moving on, the Nigeria Data Protection Commission has issued an urgent security advisory alerting citizens to multiple vulnerabilities detected in Google Chrome. According to the Commission, the most severe flaw could allow hackers to execute arbitrary code on a user's system, exposing personal data and compromising system integrity. Officials warn that attackers could exploit the loopholes to install harmful programs, steal or delete sensitive information, and even create new accounts with full administrative privileges. Such threats, the NDPC said, pose a significant risk of users losing control of their devices. To mitigate the danger, the Commission urged all Chrome users to immediately install the latest software update. It also advised operating under standard user rights instead of administrative rights while avoiding suspicious links, attachments, and unsafe websites. The NDPC emphasized that these steps are crucial to reducing exposure to cyber attacks and ensuring safer browsing experiences. Moving ahead, The Federal Fire Service has announced a nationwide fire safety compliance audit following Tuesday's tragic blaze at Afriland Tower in Lagos Island, which has now claimed at least 6 more lives. The victims included staff of United Capital and the Federal Inland Revenue Service, bringing the death toll from the incident to at least 10. Authorities confirmed that the fire started in the inverter room of the 6-story building around 1:30 p.m. on September 16. In a statement on Thursday, Fire Service spokesman Paul Abraham said the Controller General Samuel Olumode had directed investigators to probe the cause of the INFERNO and assess compliance with fire safety standards. The audit will cover both public and private buildings nationwide, focusing on safety preparedness, maintenance records, and enforcement of regulations. The service also announced plans to deploy a special task force to sanction errant facilities and train facility managers. The Federal Fire Service urged building owners, corporate bodies, and public agencies to review the fire safety measures immediately. It called for secure power rooms, unblocked exit pathways, functional fire alarms, and trained staff for emergency response. Olumode commiserated with the families of victims and praised Interior Minister Lubumi Tunjojo for supporting the enactment of the Federal Fire and Rescue Act, which is expected to usher in stricter fire prevention and accountability nationwide. And now away from Africa. Tens of thousands of French citizens took to the streets earlier today in nationwide strikes and protests against President Emmanuel Macron's austerity measures. Public transport was disrupted, schools were shut, and pharmacies closed as unions rallied again to propose €44 billion cost-saving budget. Sporadic clashes with police were reported in cities including Paris, Marseille, and Lyon. Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu, who also took office last week, pledged reforms to ease tensions, but his appointment has done little to quell public anger. Protesters accuse Macron's government of deepening inequality, saying the poor are bearing the brunt of austerity while the rich grow wealthier. Authorities said up to 900,000 demonstrators were expected nationwide, with more than 80,000 security personnel deployed to maintain order. Union leaders hailed the strike turnout as a strong message to the government. In Paris,
the pension
Marseille,
reform
and other major cities, police used tear gas to disperse some groups, while incidents of violence left journalists and officers injured. Critics argue that the unrest highlights Macron's waning popularity as his administration faces one of its toughest political crises yet. Let's go on a short break now. The news continues when we return.
Democratize generative AI. Generative AI, which creates new content like text, images, or music, is becoming more accessible. This trend is enabling businesses and individuals to leverage powerful AI tools without needing deep technical expertise. Tools like DALL-E are already transforming marketing, entertainment, and design. However, as generative AI becomes democratized, concerns about copyright infringement and misuse of content are enhancing cybersecurity. As cyber attacks grow more sophisticated, cybersecurity technologies are evolving to defend against them. AI-driven threat detection systems, zero-trust architectures, and advanced encryption methods are becoming the new norm. However, keeping up with rapidly evolving threats is a challenge, especially for industries that handle sensitive data like finance and healthcare. The cybersecurity market is expected to reach $248.26 billion by 2024. But the constant need for innovation and adaptation means businesses need to stay vigilant.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still our Dear TV News Update. Now the rest of the stories. In health, Sokoto State Governor Ahmed Ali has donated 20 motorized boats, 1,000 life jackets to riverine communities across 10 local government areas. The gesture, according to the governor, is aimed at curbing frequent boat mishaps and making water transportation safer for the health of rural dwellers. Ali, who cautioned operators against overloading, directed local government chairmen to ensure proper management of the facilities. He noted that the investment made with taxpayers' money must be protected, adding that intervention would safeguard lives and improve resilience in flood-prone areas. Meanwhile, The Sokoto State chapter of the People's Democratic Party sympathized with victims of recent flooding from the Goronyo Dam, which submerged more than 10 communities in Goronyo and Wuruno local government areas. The PDP urged the federal and state government to provide urgent relief and long-term flood control measures as farmlands and homes were destroyed, though no lives were lost. And now in business, the Ministry of Finance Incorporated has announced that Nigeria imported more than 560,000 metric tons of fertilizer raw materials this year. The move under the Presidential Fertilizer Initiative is aimed at guaranteeing steady access to agricultural inputs and ensuring food security across the country. According to the agency, at least 10 vessels have discharged or are expected to discharge fertilizer cargoes in Nigerian ports this year. It added that the continuous inflow of inputs is strengthening local production capacity, boosting confidence among farmers and ensuring stability across the fertilizer value chain. The latest phase of the scheme, tagged PF1 3.0, focuses on securing year-round supply for blending plants nationwide. Since its inception in 2016, the Presidential Fertilizer Initiative has produced over 128 million bags of fertilizer and expanded blending capacity to more than 90 plants nationwide. The government says the reforms will help reduce dependence on imports, create jobs and shield farmers from global price shocks, reinforcing Nigeria's long-term vision for food sovereignty. And now in sports, finally, Nigeria's Super Eagles have slipped one spot in the latest FIFA World Rankings, dropping from 44th to 45th globally, while retaining 6th place on the African continent. The new ranking released on Thursday via FIFA's official X handle reflects the team's poor run under coach Eric Chell during the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. This marks the second consecutive decline for the Nigerian side, which had earlier fallen from 43rd to 44th in August following disappointing results in recent international fixtures. Meanwhile, Morocco maintained its dominance in Africa, holding 11th place in the world after 8 wins in their last 9 matches. Senegal, Egypt, Algeria and Côte d'Ivoire complete the continent's top 5 elsewhere. South Africa rose to 55th after holding Nigeria to 1-1 draw in June, while Benin Republic claimed to 93rd ahead of their clash with the Eagles. Zimbabwe recorded the biggest drop, falling 9 places to 125th. On the women's side, the Super Falcons remained 36th in the world, as Spain dethroned the United States at the top of the global rankings. That's all we have for your Nigeria TV News updates, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Google offers free AI subscriptions to Nigerian students. AKWA IBOM to unveil comprehensive investment roadmap. NDPC warns Nigerians over Google Chrome security flaws. Federal Fire Service orders nationwide safety audit after Lagos to INFERNO. Away from Africa, ANTI-MACRON protests spread across France, causing disruption. In health, Sokoto donates boats and life jackets to riverine communities. In business, Nigeria imports 560,000 tons of fertilizer inputs in 2025. And in sports, Super Eagles drop to 45th in latest FIFA rankings. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms at Idea Television. I am Chinatu Oji. Thank you for watching.